Lobo is talking to this group of aliens. You want me to save the entire universe? We do. And you know it's your universe too, Lobo. If it gets destroyed, you will be too. Maybe. How much you willing to pay? Whatever you want, it'll be yours. What I want is to the fragging out of the They agree, and Lobo's like, fine, I'll save the universe. Time to hunt the dead. Back in the battlefield, Clark Kent can hear and see everything. He can move at such speed that time seems to almost stop around him. So as Bolavax Vix exploded, he was caught in the planet's destruction. But he saw and heard it all. He watched in slow motion helplessly as 16 billion lives were lost. For the second time in his life, the man from Krypton was powerless as a world died. But Clark wasn't the only one to feel the great loss. And we see Superman comfort Kyle. John's dead. Kilowog, his entire world, his people. We lost. Clark, we lost. After the planet's annihilation, the Man of Steel is full of anger. And all that rage is now focused on Darkseid. We see both of them boys lock eyes. But instead of crashing out, Superman held onto that anger. Instead, he tells Kyle, we haven't lost yet. We're still here. Despite knowing that Darkseid is a universal threat, he knows there's a much bigger threat they got on their plate right now. And we see the Spectre and Mxyzptlk having a battle to the death. The Spectre rocked Mxy shit so hard his hat came off. They're scrapping so hard they're tearing the fabric of reality. Black holes were punched in space. Planets, stars were sucked into the oblivion. All the Green Lanterns are trying to help the Spectre by restraining Mr. Mxyzptlk. Hold the imp! But of course they got crushed like gnats. Meanwhile on Earth 2, we see the other heroes on Brainiac's ship. And they're trying to find a way to produce the cure on a universal scale. And how they're gonna distribute it to billions of undead beings. Big Barda offers them a way to Earth through her boom tube. But it's gonna be a one-way trip because her and Mr. Miracle have a bigger priority. Their son Jacob is out there and nothing else matters at the moment. But when she pulls it out, that shit looks weird. Bing, 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 bing. Oh no, the mother boxes, they're linked. It's infected. They'll be connected to us. Then we see something in the sky. They know we're here. And the undead gods pop out a doom tube. Mom, Batman, get everyone out of here. John, there's no time, go. We'll do what we can do. So the heroes charge forward, fighting back, hitting them with lasers, boom, rocking them in the face, hitting them with lightning. They're doing it all. And while they're doing that, Lois is trying to get all the civilians on the arcs. But that's when we see another doom tube open up. Any escape paths were closed. It's infected Maxima, and she charges at Lois. Adam Strange flies by, slashing Leslie. Ah! Leslie! No, what transpired that day may have begun decades earlier, but the catalyst was Leslie Tompkins. Alfred, I will bring you back. I promise. His baby shawty Leslie is infected. Back on the battlefield, we see Mr. Mxyzptlk holding the Spectre's sword. The Spectre is low-key losing right now. Vengeance, it is time for your end. Erebos has control of a being able to reshape reality. Standing up to a creature with that power would be impossible. But Clark Kent never accepted impossible, and he punches Mr. Mxyzptlk in the jaw. That chin tap has him stunned, and the Spectre uses that chance to stab him in the stomach. If you can hear me in there, you will not win this, Erebos. The heart of this universe will keep beating. No, we'll take your heart. The dying imp reached into the Spectre and tore the host from wrath. Jim! And the Spectre starts to fade away, and Jim Corrigan, the human, is left in space. The universe is a miracle. Don't let it fall, Superman. Jim Corrigan dies with Superman holding his hand. Back on Earth 2, Alfred and Damian watch Leslie be an infected creature. Leslie was a doctor who devoted her life to healing others, but the anti-life equation turned her into a creature of harm. Alfred, this isn't over. We can come back. We can save everyone, but we have to go now. Please. But Ollie looks up. My God, look out now! An infected Highfather crashes down in front of them. And without a second thought, Damian tells everyone to get the hell out of there. I'll keep him busy. And he throws a smoke bomb right at his face. Then jumps up ready to attack him. Boom! Damian rocks him in the jaw. But the Highfather hits him with a Mike Tyson right, one-shotting Damian. Watching him fall helpless to the ground was a nightmare for Alfred. And without a second thought, he jumps in front of Damien, his last son. And with tears in his eyes, he lets out a scream. A scream I contained when that little boy lost his parents in an alley so long ago. A scream I held in as I ended the lives of the 3 men I loved. A scream of defiance, of grief, but mostly fury. And in that moment, I heard an echo of my anger across the cosmos. There was a harmony of rage. And in the middle of that scream, 2 became 1. Alfred's eyes start glowing green. Alfred, what is this? This is the spirit of vengeance and the rage of a man. Alfred is now the Spectre, and you will not take another son from me. And he punches through the High Father's face, one-shotting a god. I know y'all was not expecting this. Alfred as the Spectre is peak. Let me know your thoughts on this chapter, and we're gonna see what happens in the next one. I'm gonna see y'all boys and girls next time.